Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Tonight's episode is all about parental controls. Not just the kind you click on the remote, but the ones you have to navigate in real life. Like, what do we watch as a family, right? What do mommy and daddy watch when the kids aren't looking or they're asleep? Most importantly, what do we let our kids watch when they're not paying attention? Spoiler alert, is usually something that makes us laugh, maybe you cringe, or question our entire parenting strategy. So, in our house, in the Dokia household, family TV time is basically one of three things. Wholesome shows, football, or my kids' very unique, sometimes annoying choices. So let's talk about wholesome, right? So on the wholesome side, shout out to Angel Studios. If you've not got the app and downloaded it, please do. The movies are amazing. They've done Chosen as a TV show and the new movie, which is King of Kings. And we just watched it this past weekend. And my kids were so engaged. We had so much fun watching it together as a family. Then there's football, right? SEC football, to be specific. And the Georgia Bulldogs, to be exact. You saw I got really excited when I said Georgia Bulldogs. But family TV in our family is football time. We sit on the couch. We wear our red and black. My daughter's got her pom-poms. Mommy yells at the referees like they can hear her through the TV. Maybe I yell a little bit too. The kids have no idea really what's going on at halftime. Actually, my son does, but my daughter has no idea. But we all kind of clap together and cheer. And shout out to my amazing wife because she watches more football than probably I do. And so you guys know what they say about women that watch football, right? It's, they get bigger diamond rings. So anyway, when the kids finally go to bed, you know what mommy and daddy do? You know what that looks like? We watch more football. That's exactly right. So we tend to watch football on Saturdays until the West Coast games are done, which could be 12:30, 1:30 in the morning. And we are exhausted because, we're waking up 8 o'clock and then Sunday morning for church. But football till past midnight is super romantic, just so you know. Also, just so everyone knows, we only really watch TV, just TV August through February, right, during football season. The rest of the months, we don't typically watch TV. Every so often, we'll kind of come across something that we want to watch or we've been watching for a couple of seasons, but not really. Now, my kids, they're off doing their own thing. And, 9 times out of 10, if we're watching anything, it's football. SEC, Pac-12, Pac-10, whatever it is now, Big Ten. If there's a ball in the scoreboard, we're there for it. Now let's talk about parental controls in this case. Just making sure ESPN doesn't auto switch to cornhole after midnight because nothing ruins the mood like watching two grown men throwing beanbags in slow motion. And that's so February through August is literally no sports to watch, at least for us. So then my 7-year-old, he is, so what will the kids watch, right? He is into fishing shows, or at least he was. He can literally name any fish, and that is why we now own a barracuda, what is this? Axolotl. But he's never been fishing before. He went one time with his grandpa, but he knows the names of every fish. It is wild. His new obsession, because something that he and I have been doing just this week, we signed up for some incredible Hillsdale college courses, right? We're watching one about American artists, like it's 40 hours of it, I think. Anyway, he's like, Daddy, did you know that John Singleton Copley painted the famous portrait of George Washington? And I was like, dude, that's the kind of stuff I want my kid to know. So that's awesome. And when we visit Washington D.C. soon, and visit the Smithsonian, hey, it's going to be awesome, and I cannot wait to have that and share that experience with them. Now let's talk about my 3-year-old daughter. Okay, Her TV taste is mind-numbing to me, especially having watched a lot of this kind of stuff when my son was a kid. But she's got two moods, and it's not educational and it's not football. It's typically Miss Rachel. I don't know if she's married, but and I want to like pull my hair out. By the way, I'm bald, so I have nothing to pull out. But random YouTube, blippy. Wow, man, it was horrible. Oh, I'm so glad we're done with Blippy and Coco Melon, you guys. But they love that stuff. She doesn't care about fish species. That's tricky. American history. She does like Paw Patrol. She just really is there to watch Sky, the one in the pink. When we're all watching football, here's something awesome. I gotta share this. She'll usually root for the other team, and it hurts my heart, but it's cute. So whatever. Now for the parents that subscribe to YouTube Kids, we are one of those parents, and I regret saying that. But, problem is 1 minute they're watching kids' cartoons, innocent cartoons, the next thing they're being served up ads and whatever, and it's subliminal and whatever, right? My son gets served up commercials for Dollar Shave Club. Now, I don't know if you knew this. When he was 4 years old, he and I did a podcast called the Good Kid Marketing Podcast. And one of the first episodes, and the reason why we even started it, is because my wife was going to the grocery store one day, and I was like, "Hey, hon, can you pick up some razors for me?" And he's like, "Daddy, why don't you have a subscription to Dollar Shave Club?" He was 4 years old. And that's why we started that show a couple of years ago. And but you just be careful, right? What's out there. So the strategy. Here's a few best practices that my wife and I have learned over the years and talking to other parents, and you should always ask others what they're doing. But plan family shows in advance, right? We don't have the newspaper like in the 80s and 90s where you know what's on TV, but, don't guess and look at all the shows at 7:30 on Netflix to figure out what you're going to watch, because you're going to watch what you don't want to watch. Football is neutral ground. That's a rule. Everyone can sit together, even if one kid is yelling, "Go Alabama," and the other's cheering for the Georgia Bulldogs, the right team. Go Dogs this weekend over Alabama. Sprinkle in educational content. If your 7-year-old suddenly is interested in watching what you're watching as far as history and what have you, lean into it. You might be raising the next curator of the Smithsonian. Co-watch, even though it hurts your brain, the random stuff, even if it's Paw Patrol or Bass Masters is the fishing show he used to watch, because the best memories come from those silly moments. Keep an eye on the ads, right? If Dollar Shave Club is recruiting your toddler, it's probably time to hit pause or figure out some other network like the Angel station. So here's the truth. Parental controls aren't really about technology at all, right? They're about being intentional, saying, look, this is what matters in our family for us. That means faith, football, and apparently identifying fish faster than a Bass Pro Shop cashier. I don't even know if cashiers at Bass Pro know about fish, but whatever. At the end of the day, TV time is family time, all right? Whether it's the new movie, highly recommended, King of Kings, whether it's cheering on the Georgia Bulldogs, the only football team that matters, binge watching Hillsdale college art lectures with my 7-year-old, or laughing as my 3-year-old cheers for the wrong team in the middle of our living room. I won't ever get over that. But listen, if you had fun with this episode, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, drop a comment or a suggestion of what you'd like me to talk about next. Tell me what your family loves watching together. Is it football? Is it cartoons? Is it a fishing show? Is it American Ninja Warriors? I don't know. Tell us. I'd love to hear it. This channel, right, and I haven't come up with a name yet, it's coming, is all about faith, family, fun, and freedom. And I'd love to hear your stories too. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you on the next one.